Hey guys, what's up? This is Bry. Happiest of Tuesdays to you. Today we've got a special edition coming at you from the studio in the barn, which I'm converting into a little set that I'll use for the top three series, etc. Barn's a mess, so I'd give you a full tour. Little Texas flag there. I asked the prior owner to keep. It's just beautiful. It used to be back here, which I use as the that's the backdrop for plus ones. We got all the lights up there. When I have this barn studio cleaner, I will give you an official tour. Still unpacking the books and all that. Anyway, that's like over 500 books. We have over 600 philosopher's notes. Managed to get 500 of them up here. So I'm going to systematically walk through my top three favorite books by 30 different categories. This morning I prepared for about 11 of them. No pen. I feel naked without a pen. I can't write. What's going on? Where is it? Oh, no. All right, well, it is what it is. I'll walk you through that. I've got the Aura report, ice bath again. Interesting to see some fun data on that. But first, what day is today? Oh, yeah. Today is day one. Registration for class 3 is officially closed. We're fired up about that. That is going. Next opportunity, January 1st, 2021, optimize.me/coach. And, of course, optimize.me for everything else. Free 2-week trial, etc. So let's go to Aura. Got my top 3 favorite books of all time sitting up there. The Tools, Deep Work, Happy Together. Excited to kick off the series with that video. All right. Sleep was excellent. Thank you, Aura. Energy is good. 83 energy, 85 sleep, still paying back that HRV debt. What I want to share today is just the funny, did an ice bath again last night, and it's astonishing. So yesterday I think I mentioned that my resting heart rate just plummeted after I did the ice bath, right? So long story short, did my heart rate with the little oximeter before I got into the ice bath. It was like 70. I had just gone on a walk. I sat in the ice bath, maybe like 5-10% ice still floating. It's not crazy cold. For 5 minutes, and my heart rate literally within minutes afterwards just plummeted to 38. Oxygen saturation was 100. I'm standing up and it's 38. It's just awesome. And then I fell asleep an hour later, and look at my heart rate variability, just spiked in the beginning of the night. Now, it wound up going down, 180 spike. That's crazy. Average wound up being 56, which is fine. You know, not great, not bad, whatever. But I thought that spike was pretty amusing. And then the other fun thing from the ice bath story was Emerson. So Emerson did it with me. He didn't want to do it for very long. He just wanted to get in and get out. And I said, buddy, you know, he's all about lowering his resting heart rate, though. So I told him, dude, this is going to help you lower your resting heart rate. And then I might have squeezed in some William James. You want to deliberately practice your will, doing hard things, right? It makes you stronger. I didn't quite get to the fact that his infinite potential exists on the other side of his comfort zone, but we kind of got there. And then I did tell him that when you do hard things, afterwards you feel great. You're going to feel so good after this. And he did it. He got in. And I told him, look, the first 30, 40 seconds are what's hard. Just get through that. Breathe through your nose. You're good. He wanted to get out. Challenged him, stay in, he was good. And then he wouldn't get out. He wound up staying in for 3 minutes. I'm like, dude, a minute's good. He's like, no, I'm staying longer. Super sweet, super fun experience to share with him. So I am so excited about the, never shared this coin. This is going to become my new bookmark. So this is one of the coins I got when Emerson and I got one of the things we got when he and I got the tour of the Navy SEAL facilities in Coronado as part of me doing my little talk with their mental performance working group. Captain Bob, thank you so much. This is a special coin. They create them for different kind of groups. Captain Bob ran East Coast SEALs. He was the head of character development at the Naval Academy. He's going to be joining Optimize Coach as well. We're excited about that as a luminary. Anyway, this is my new little kind of, what do you call that, paperweight? Top 3 favorite books. I realize it's not so much favorite books. As I started doing it, it's the books that have been most life-changing for me, right? Because I can have, it's impossible to try to create a top list, because these books, frankly, are all great. They had ideas in them that shaped my life. Every single one of these books. 600 philosophers' notes. Each has about 5 to 10 big ideas. That's literally over 3,000 big ideas, any one of which could literally change our lives, and a ton of them have. So as I was preparing, I realized, okay, well, it's not favorite books per se. It's the ones that changed my life the most, right? And I'm going to kind of share a life-changing idea and why I picked these top 3 books. And we're going to launch this series on October 1st. I'm going to film them all. We're going to put them into post-production and then kind of share them one a day over the month of October. And you're going to be able to get the free trial. And then the top 3 will have a page that has all my top 3s, all 30 of them. We're really excited about that. We're also going to run a special lifetime offer of $250 to be lifetime optimized members as we lean into some exciting things, ending 2020 strong and going off on 2021. Let's alchemize all the challenges from this year. Anyway, top 3 favorite books, as you know, The Tools, Deep Work, Happy Together. That's going to be fun to talk about, why each one moved me so much. And then we've got top 3 most life-changing books of all time, habits-wise. As you know, if you've been following along, I'm all about using your willpower wisely to install habits that run on autopilot via algorithms. I obsess on that. We have Willpower 101, Habits 101, and Algorithms 101 as part of the general membership at optimize.me. And then I just go off on this in the Mastery Series for Optimized Coach. This is how you fundamentally and permanently change your life. You get this right. You learn how to design your behavior, right? So, of course, we got to start with tiny habits. BJ Fogg is the man out of Stanford. Atomic Habits, James Clear is amazing. And then I actually moved this one around a bit. Mini Habits is great. Superhuman by Habit is great. Power of Habit by Duhigg is great. There's a number of other books. Slight Edge, Talent Code, Talent is Overrated. They're all amazing, but the compound effect surprised me coming in at the 3rd, but I realized, no, it has to be, because this book literally changed my life. Darren Hardy introduced me to the idea of bookends, AM and PM bookends, which, again, is if you follow my work, you know that that's become a huge part of it. And I, of course, have created the AM, PM, boom, your PM bookend drives your next day concept. So that's that. Then we've got Ancient Wisdom, top 3. This was a fun one, too. Nicomachean Ethics. Aristotle's got to be in the top slot because I base everything in eudaimonology of the Mastery Series on his ideas. And then I've got Epictetus, as we discussed. I actually haven't shared the video yet. My top 3 favorite teachers ever, Epictetus, Maslow, and Joseph Campbell. Epictetus's discourses, it's Stoicism 101. And then the Bhagavad Gita. That was another tough one. The top 2 were easy. The third one was hard because there's so many great ancient wisdom books. Aurelius, Seneca, a number of books. Musonius Rufus even. Confucius, the Tao Te Ching, the Dhammapada, etc. But I wound up going with the Gita. We'll talk about why. Favorite books of all time, modern science. You got to put Seligman in the top slot. Flourish. Then you get Rethinking Positive Thinking. This is extraordinarily powerful. Gabrielle Oettingen, one of my favorite teachers. Again, she's part of our coach program. You got to rub your ideal vision up against reality. Whoop. Her whoop process is something that is a key part of my life. I whoop everything. I have our coaches whoop everything and their clients, etc. Then the third one was another hard one because there are so many books. When I set up my books, I actually started with The Science of Happiness. Literally, all of these are positive psychology books. Dozens and dozens and dozens of positive psychology books, which is the foundation of all of our work together. We got to know what science says. Tal Ben-Shahar, 1, the 3rd slot. Happier. Tal taught the largest class in Harvard's history. He bridges, as he says in Happier, the bridge between academia and Main Street. He's got some great ideas we'll share. Tal has also become a friend, feels like a soul brother, and I didn't know, but he gets our Optimize +1s and our stuff every single day. We actually have a testimonial from him on the site, which he shared with us, and just super moved to know he's digging what we do. Actually, a number of our luminaries in my favorite books actually use Optimize as well. So, Happier. Yeah, that's it right there. We'll talk about grit, peak, presence, power of agency, the psychology of hope. And I'm going to find ways to get these books in different categories because they're so good. Like I'll do a top 3 on hope. Got to do that, right? Top 3 favorite / most life-changing books on fitness. We usually call this, oops, did I skip nutrition? I did. Nutrition, I actually did that one. I did this one last in my prep this morning because nutrition is the most complex subject that I really respect the fact that there are so many different ways to approach nutrition, right? This could get long, so I'm going to be quiet. But got the nutrition books here. And again, it was most life-changing. Like, for example, it starts with food. I went from being a low-fat, high-grains vegan for a decade, and I had a ton of migraines. The moment I switched and got off of my grains, I no longer had migraines. Just caught that rhyme this morning. No grains, no migraines for me. And I had some skin issues that resolved immediately, literally within days of adopting a more paleo-esque diet via Dallas Hartwig's It Starts With Food and Melissa Hartwig, right? That's life-changing. And again, I've kind of evolved from that, and there's a lot of different nuanced discussions there. But that's an important book. Happiness Diet, super powerful. Just looking at the fact that garbage, ultra-processed food, is highly correlated with depression. We got to know that. Then, of course, Food Fix. We're going to talk about our optimized food rules briefly there, which I think is a way to allow for all the different approaches to kind of play together, whether you're vegan or paleo or whatever, that's fine. But here are the 3 food rules we've come up with, the optimized 3+1 rules. Don't drink your sugar, don't eat factory food, ultra-processed, factory farmed animals and factory fats, and have an eating sunset, at least 13 hours. And then eat like your favorite philosopher. Then as I was creating the optimal nutrition, I realized I've got to create one on weight loss, which I never use that phrase, but it's really optimal metabolism. But if you want to lose weight, here's what we need to think about. These are the 3 books that I lean on to help our coaches lose weight. And again, we actually hold our coaches to a standard of being at their optimal weight, because the number 1 measure of morbidity via Fat Chance by Robert Lustig is your waist to height ratio. Visceral fat is dangerous. We need to get it off of our bodies, and the way you do that is you optimize your insulin. And the way you do that is you quit eating so much sugar and fast-acting or ultra-processed carbs. It really isn't that complicated. But you got to understand the difference between the metabolic theory and the energy balance theory. There's a long chat on that, but that's why Eat Fat, Get Thin is a great book. So is Always Hungry. And then I picked The Case Against Sugar by Gary Taubes in that category. Then we've got the fitness books, The Joy of Movement, The Maffetone Method, super life-changing for me. And then Sitting Kills, Moving Heals. These 2 aren't really popular books per se, but they changed my life. I'll tell you why. And then I almost forgot Spartan Up, Joe DeSena. Joe's become a brother, and we're all in on Spartan. Our coaches need to do a Spartan race with us to graduate. We had the 2nd largest group in history. And the next time we can do a Spartan race together, we will have the largest group in history. We had over 500 people do it together last year. When we get together next year, we're going to have over 1,000 people, Deo Valente. Sleeping, of course, we've got 3 great books on why we sleep. Sleep Revolution, Sleep Smarter. Then breathing. That was fun. I actually had fun with the 3rd one here too, which was not a breathing book, but true to form. Taught me proper posture, chest up, chin down, to breathe properly. Focusing, digital minimalism, irresistible, and stillness is the key. How to get your mind focused on what's important right now. We'll talk about that. And then celebrating life. It starts with self-compassion, accepting yourself. Then you got to have gratitude. Then you got to find pathways to bliss, Joseph Campbell style, living heroically, celebrating your life. That'll be fun. Then I realized I got to do one on anti-fragile confidence, which will include Phil Stutz and Barry Michaels' Coming Alive, Ray Dalia's Principles, and Lanny Basham's With Winning in Mind. Then we've got Prosperity. Do that one last. Basically, I don't talk about money a whole lot, but we need to talk about it. It's important. We come at the end to this in our fundamentals: spiritual economics, the science of getting rich, wealth warrior. Then there's Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Total Money Makeover. I've got some books on the FIRE movement coming out soon. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. It's going to keep me busy today. Fired up. All right, there you go. Quick look. I hope you're doing great. Again, all of those notes, every single one of these books has a note on it. You can get access to all 600 for free. Optimize.me. Check it out. 2-week trial. That's all I got. That, and let's make today a great day. See you tomorrow.